Howdy, everyone. Jack Brown here. The reading that really caught my attention this week was the first chapter of the Fuji Shin reading. For a variety of reasons, it spoke to a lot of ideas I've been trying to wrap my head around in my personal life and professional life. And it also felt important in describing some of the group dynamics I'm seeing in the greater political and social world in the US right now. For example, Fujishin talks about the immeasurable importance of being in the same room as your group members for better communication. As we're seeing a lot of fallout from moving our lives more and more onto the internet and disconnecting in physical space as a result of that, as well as things like COVID. He also talks about the importance of norms, as many of our political and governmental norms are being challenged, and we're seeing a lot of chaos as a result of that. Um, he also talks about the importance of diversity and why diverse groups, are more functional. That's obviously a super controversial topic right now. So I thought these readings came at a really important time in digesting all that information around me and gave me, some a bit of a grounding as to why these things are important in the face of, all these other ideas about whether or not norms are important or whether or not diversity is important. It was nice to read about reasons why they, potentially are important. It also got me thinking about some of the reasons I was attracted to doing a master's degree in the first place in recreation management. And one of those reasons was because I was definitely a little bit frustrated by some poor group dynamics and difficult management and ineffective training I had experienced in various jobs I've had. And from a curiosity to understand how it all could be done better so that everyone is better off. I think this is really what I want to get out of this class, which is, strategies to make my life managing people more enjoyable and more effective, and also make it better for the people that I'm managing. I'm still developing a final idea for a capstone, but one of the areas I'm interested in is expanding and improving the volunteer program with my area's chapter of Evergreen Mountain Bike Alliance. I've talked a bit about this in other classes we've had, but there's a ton of interest in helping out with the trails from the community. But there hasn't really been a stable force bringing those people together, and I think this course could help me figure out how to create and maintain a thriving bike community in our area that is coming out regularly to help keep the trails maintained, build new trails, especially with a lot of the funding cuts we've had recently from the federal government. As for a life stage, I'll be looking at adulthood. I think will be enlightening for me personally in my own development, and is also the life stage that most of the users that we have are in. And recreation is hugely important to people in our community. And I think understanding that role in people's development and lives, from a scholarly perspective, will help me provide a better trail product and also create a better community surrounding those trails. And to introduce myself a bit, I live in the Cascade Mountains of Washington State in Winthrop. And I spend a lot of time mountain biking, bike packing, backpacking, mushroom hunting. I like to make outdoor gear, and my partner and I teach gear sewing classes in the community. I also like to play music. I play guitar and piano. I also have a little dog named Panko that I like to run around with. As for making this class work, honestly, this format in general has been great for me. It allows me to live my life and get my work done and get school done, so not much to change there. But I did really enjoy having class discussions in our first class with Kate, and so I'm looking forward to having these sort of in-person over video class discussions again in this class. So thanks, and I'm looking forward to it.